To sell a package, all you need to do is enter the item ID of the package into the main sales screen as if it was just another item in inventory, where the quantity will represent the quantity of the items or services included in that package. In this case, we will enter a tanning package into the item ID field, and we will enter the quantity of the products or services that we want to include in this package, in our case, minutes of tanning. So we will input 1500 in the quantity field to represent 1500 minutes of tanning. When you tender this sale, you pretty much tender it the same way as you would any other sale. The only thing you need to make sure of is that in this sale, it is very important to get the customer info correctly to make sure that this package gets assigned to the right client in order for them to be able to use it in the future. Now when a client has acquired a package, in order to use the package, you would go to the Customer Search Add Update feature. In here you need to retrieve the client's info the same way you would if you needed a client's info for any other reason. After you have the client info in front of you, all you need to do is click the Tanning or Service Packages button, which will open up the Tanning or Service Packages feature for that certain client. In here you can see all of the packages that the client has acquired, their expiration date if any, the included products or services in the package, their total quantity as well as used and remaining quantity. In this example, we will assume that the client is using 30 minutes of their tanning package, so we will select 30 for quantity. We will select the service or product we want to use from the package and add it to the list below by clicking the Add button. When we are done selecting all the products and services that we will use at the moment, including the correct quantity, simply click the Use From Package button. As you can see, the service that we used from the package, including its correct quantity, is placed on the sales screen as if we are to sell it to the client. However, it has a price of 0. This is in order to make a record of the client's use of their service in the system, and also in order for the client to get a receipt if you wish to give a receipt for every usage instance of a package. You tender this virtual sale as you would any other sale, with the exceptions of not collecting any funds from the client because the sale is in the amount of 0 and the customer ID screen at sale time will be pre-filled with the correct client info, so to eliminate mistakes in assigning who used the package. Later, if we go back to the client record and enter their tanning or service packages section, we can see the updated info of the used quantity and the remaining quantity of the service. Also, if you click on either one of those numbers, you will see that the lower details table will display detailed records of when each service or item within the package was acquired, including the employee that helped the client at each instance. This is useful for when and if you and your client need to review their usage of the package.